Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. So today is the day. We are going to be going through and showing you my bookcases. And I think I've decided that instead of going through and naming every single book that I own on them, I'm just going to give you like a preview of each shelf and not read off every name. If you really want me to make a video going through every single book and naming them, I can. Just let me know. But for now, we're going to avoid that. I will say this is not every book I own because I have a ton in the basement that are boxed up. I will not be unboxing those and going through them or anything like that. Those are going to stay downstairs in the box. Most of them I think are books that I've read versus I would say 80% of my shelves that you can see are unread. I haven't read any of these. 80%. I think that's probably okay. Because there for a while I was doing it where if I would read the book, I would put it in a box and then it would basically, once the box got full, I'd put it downstairs. So, yeah. Also, my bookshelves are really full. So, another reason I can't bring up the books from downstairs. So, without further ado, let's go through my bookcase. So, we are going to start with the bookshelves that are in my room. And so, the way I wanted it when I was setting these up, I basically was going for, I wanted all my romance books to be in my room. So that's basically what it is. I think there are a couple in the office room, but for the most part, will be all my romance. And I will go over each category in each shelf. Alright. So, let's see. So we have the top shelf up here, which is very high up and too high for me to reach. I need a step stool. And this is kind of more of the like contemporary romances I own. The next shelf down, these are, I was first started to do like cowboyish, but then I realized I didn't own that many. So this is kind of random, and I do have some sitting a little weird. So here's how it looks looking at it, and then if you move these, I have Lauren Asher books. I meant to put these in that spot, but they don't completely fit. So right now they're sitting on top with my little Christmas decoration. And then we go into my rom-com shelf. And these are all the rom-coms. It's also like a little cutesy shelf. Like it's all very bright, like colors, and it's pinks, purples, and it goes into like more oranges and yellows. Then I do have Christmas books on the edge for me to read. And then moving down into what is probably my favorite shelf is the sports romance shelf. So we have hockey. And then I have my special editions of the Becca Mac series. And it goes into like football. I think there's a couple baseball ones and some soccer ones. I am running out of room on the shelf. And then I will move this one out of the way. So there's some more. And then behind this one, put those back. So now we are going into my dark romance. So we have like Emily McIntyre, Rita Kent, Tate James, Penelope Douglas. Do have a couple special editions. And then I do have one book that I was supposed to read and I forgot to read, so it's just sitting there. And then, so I have a special edition of Haunting and Hunting Adeline. I really love the back. I'm not so much a fan of the front. It is like, has a person on the cover. And then that's what's behind there. And then going down we have another dark romance. No particular order set to any of these. I was just doing categories. So we have Sophie Lark, LJ Shen, and once again a couple random books that are placed down here because I didn't have anywhere else to put them. It's my special edition of My Dark Romeo, which is super cute if I can get it out of the case. Here it is. And then there's what that was blocking. Put that back on. And then the bottom is kind of a mix of dark romance and kind of rom-com. It's just kind of my leftover shelf. So here's a little glimpse of that. There is still a little room here. So that is basically it for my big white shelf in my room. But I do have like a smaller little bookcase that I use too in here. So I'm going to go over that. That is also filled with romance books. This is also kind of very disorganized. I didn't know where to put these, so I just kind of chaotically put them here. So here's the first little one that I have. And these are some ones that I just bought. And this one I've read. I'm just waiting to read the second one so I can put it up. So let me move these. Here's a view without that blocking. And then we go to the next one, which is more of kind of rom-com-y. These ones in the front are actually the books that I've read for this month. I just needed a place to set them. I should have sat them on top, but I forgot to move them. So move those out. And here we go for this. So definitely more of like a rom-com shelf. And then my last shelf that I have, another kind of full of random ones that I didn't know where to put. So that is it for the shelves that are in my room. Now we are going to go into the office and I'm going to show you the bookcases in there. I do have 3 large bookcases and then 1 smaller one. In there I mainly have like fantasy, any graphic comics, manga, and then like self-help books or like biography, stuff like that. Like my non-fiction type books are in there mixed with fantasy, which kind of is weird, but you'll see how I have it set up, so it kind of makes sense. I will go ahead and apologize for the mess on these shelves. I did not clean them up, but you know, realistic, lived in. You're welcome. Do a quick overview of the top, which is random stuff slash me switching out decorations. So we have a book series and then fall decoration plus plates that need to go up. Another series. My Cyclones Iron Man figurine, and then we have these beautiful editions of the Bridgerton series that I just got from Illumicrate. We have my first little winter slash Christmas decoration. Random coins. And then we have my special editions of the Cruel Prince series. So now going into bookcase 1. These are my manga and comic shelves, are the first 2 you'll see. And I do have my little Christmas decoration of elves. So I made Sama, I got Teen Titans, Romantic Killer series, and then I have part of the Kami-sama Kiss manga. I do not have all of the books. There are a lot. Then we go down into the next shelf, which is Jujutsu Kaisen, Chainsaw Man. We have Bookmarks in a Cup. And then we have 2 romances, which should not be in here. And then we have my Fairy Tail 100 Year Quest manga set, some stickers. Okay, and now here we go into the fantasy world. So these are all of like fantasies slash I put some romances in here just because they are like witchy ones, whatever. So I'll put that as like fantasy, it's fine. So we have those. My little tin that holds stickers. Okay. Then going down, we have kind of mythology, Greek retellings, stuff like that down here. I did start this series. I have not finished it though, but I am halfway through. And now I'm going to show you the bottom of all of the shelves because it is basically all of my book of the month books. So I'll go slowly over them. I originally had it color coordinated with the top of the spines, but then I kind of gave up. Then here's the last of it mixed with some random books. Right, and then we have my next shelf. So we have my Throne of Glass series. Then I have ACOTAR, but I only have one of the books in here. The rest are packed up. And then we have Fourth Wing. Iron Flame is in my room, which I did show that. And then we have Blood and Ash. So going into more heavy fantasy here. As we go down, you'll see. The next shelf, here we go. So we have the Zodiac Academy series. And then we have, I believe it's called the Kings of Quarantine series. And then we have some more Halloweenish type ones. Then we go down, we have my Stephanie Garber collection, which this shows, you know, 6 of the same series. It's fine. I gotta pick which one I like better, and then I'll probably get rid of the rest. But then here we go. We have Olive Blake on here, V.E. Schwab. And then you go down one, and we are staying in heavy fantasy. All my other Leigh Bardugo books are boxed up because I have read them. Then we are at the top of the last bigger shelf. And once again, I believe all of these are mainly fantasy. Going down. I did just find out that there is a 4th book in this one that's coming out. I hope it comes out and they'll do a book that's in this style, so I can add it to my collection, and it matches. Candles, receipt paper. I actually read Girls of Paper and Fire. Yeah, and Fire. I want to say 4 years ago. Oh yeah. I want to say 4 years ago, and I have not picked up the rest of the series since. And then we go down. Once again, some more fantasy, and then a little mixed in. The Moment, or the Blonde Identity. I just didn't know where to put it, so it ended up here. Going down. More fantasy. I really need to get back into reading fantasy so I can knock some of these off. So the last and final shelf I'm going to show you is going to be basically all of my nonfiction books, I believe, are on this. And then it does have all of my like thrillers, horror books, and then a couple like contemporary. So it's just this little shelf in the corner of my office. Yes, I do have a Halloween tree up as a decoration because we are doing emo Christmas here. So, going into the shelves. These are basically all nonfiction. So, basically all the traveling books that I wanted to read that I've heard were good. And then Prince Harry's book, an organization book, some more some more memoirs and such. This is actually a memoir my grandma wrote that I have. Then we continue on. Go down one. This one's pretty empty, but this is my poetry shelf. And I did just get Megan Fox's new one. You go down and we have some like contemporary-ish and like mixed in books. Let me go down from that. We're going into thrillers. All of my like paperbacky ones. It's been a minute since I've read a thriller, so, and then we go down, and this is the last shelf, and it is just thrillers. I have my Riley Sager books, my Ruth Ware, yeah, and some Alice Feeney in there. So that is it for my shelves. I hope you enjoyed, and like I said, if you really want like a detailed breakdown of it, I will give you that, but it will be very long. Or if there's just like maybe a section that you want like broken down, let me know. I can do that as well. My biggest problem is definitely going to be the like romance section of it, since I already basically have my whole room full. And that is mainly what I read, at least for now. So I am running out of room in that. And I'm sure I will be adding more to it. My birthday is this Friday, and I already have my eye on some books I might just treat myself to, and I'm sure like some of my family and friends will get me books too. I am excited for that. Or, you know, I could read some of the books on the shelf and then just pack them up as I go and put them downstairs. You know, just saying. I could read them. So if you have stayed around for this whole video, I appreciate it. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye guys.